Have you ever felt an inexplicable emptiness in your chest? A sensation you can't put into words? As if someone somewhere is thinking of you, missing you? Stay with me, because today we are about to uncover a secret that Carl Jung, the genius of deep psychology, shared with us. A secret that will not only show you how someone misses you without saying a word, but also transform the way you see yourself and your relationships. This is not some cheap trick or shallow prediction. It's a journey into the human soul, to that place where silent emotions scream louder than words ever could. So take a deep breath, because what you're about to hear could change everything for you. Imagine this. You're sitting in silence, maybe gazing out the window or scrolling through your phone, and suddenly, for no apparent reason, someone's face appears in your mind. It's not just any memory. It's something that defies explanation. It's like a spark, a sensation that runs through your body, as if an invisible thread connects you to this person. Has this ever happened to you? Have you felt that chill that you can't ignore? Carl Jung would say that this is no coincidence. He called it synchronicity, a phenomenon where the universe sends you signals through your unconscious mind, a bridge between what you feel and what is happening beyond your sight. But before you think this is just a pretty theory, let me ask you something. What do you do when this happens? Do you dismiss it as madness, or do you pause and ask yourself what your soul is trying to tell you? Jung believed that our unconscious mind is not merely a storage for forgotten memories. It's a guide, a mirror that reflects not just what's within us, but also what resonates in the people around us. And when someone misses you, even without speaking or being physically present, that desire carries energy, a frequency that your unconscious can pick up on. Are you ready to learn how to listen to these signals? Because this isn't just about discovering whether someone misses you. It's about reconnecting with yourself. To understand this, think for a moment. How many times have you felt that something doesn't quite fit in your life? Maybe you're in a relationship that seems perfect on Instagram, but when you're alone, there's an emptiness that you can't explain. Or perhaps someone left your life long ago, but their presence still appears in your dreams or during those quiet moments when your mind wanders. Jung taught us that the unconscious doesn't lie. It doesn't stay silent out of politeness, nor does it hide behind social masks. It speaks in a language of symbols, emotions, and sensations that we sometimes struggle to decipher, but that always point to the truth. Now here's the important part. When someone misses you, they don't always say it. Some people keep their feelings locked up as if they were buried treasure, whether out of pride, fear, or simply because they themselves aren't fully aware of what they feel. But that doesn't mean their soul is silent. Jung would say that this person's unconscious mind is sending out waves, messages that travel beyond words. If you're attentive enough, your own unconscious might pick them up. Have you ever thought about someone and later confirmed that something was indeed going on with them? That's not magic. It's your psyche working, connecting with something greater. Let's pause here for a moment. I want you to think of someone specific. Yes, you, the one listening right now. Close your eyes for a second if you can, or just imagine this person who has been crossing your thoughts lately. Who are they? An X question mark? A friend who drifted away? Someone you love, but who doesn't give you clear signals? Keep that image in your mind because we're going to use Jung's ideas to figure out whether this person misses you, even without saying a word. But don't worry, we won't just stay on the surface. This goes much deeper. We'll explore how your self-love and connection with yourself are the keys to understanding these signs. You see, Jung didn't just talk about relationships between people. He talked about the most important relationship of all, the one you have with yourself. He believed that you can't understand others until you understand yourself first. If you're disconnected from your inner self, if you ignore the voice that whispers when something isn't right, how can you expect to pick up on someone else's subtle signals? Imagine that your soul is like an antenna. If it's full of static, doubts, fears, and insecurities, You won't be able to tune into the frequency of what others feel for you if you're not connected to your own feelings. But when you clear that mental antenna, when you take the time to listen to yourself, to love yourself, to honor your truth, something magical happens. You begin to perceive the world in an entirely new way. Now here's an uncomfortable but powerful truth. If you want to know whether someone misses you, you first need to ask yourself how you feel about this person. Do you miss them? Do you feel empty when you think about them? Because Jung tells us that our emotions don't exist in a vacuum. They are part of a constant dialogue between our conscious and unconscious minds, and sometimes between our unconscious and that of another person. If you feel this longing, this nostalgia, it might be a reflection of what that person feels for you. Sounds crazy? Stay with me, because I'll soon give you clear signs based on Jung's ideas for you to discover this for yourself. But first, let me share something personal. Some time ago, I asked myself these same questions. There was someone in my life who had left, someone who created a void that I couldn't fill with distractions or excuses. One night, while I was alone, I felt that person's presence. It wasn't logical, there were no messages or calls, but my heart was racing, as if it knew something my mind hadn't yet understood. After researching Jung, I realized that this wasn't madness. It was my unconscious mind picking up on something real. When I later confirmed that this person truly missed me, I understood that I wasn't crazy. I was connected. Has this ever happened to you? Have you ever felt someone before receiving confirmation? That's what Jung wants you to explore. So how can we know if someone misses us without saying it? The answer lies in the clues left by the unconscious, both ours and theirs. Jung said that the human soul is like a deep ocean full of currents that we don't always see, but we do feel. And those feelings send out signals that you can learn to recognize. In the first part, we explored synchronicity in the unconscious, how it's about being in tune with yourself. But now, let's dive deeper. In the next session, I will give you the first specific signs so you can start decoding this. So don't go away, because this is just the beginning, and what's coming next will have you thinking for the entire week. Welcome back, and now let's dive straight into the heart of this mystery. How do you know if someone misses you without saying a word? We'll use the tools Carl Jung left us. If in the first part, I made you think about the invisible connection between you and others, now we'll fine-tune your ability to listen, because your unconscious is trying to speak to you, and it doesn't always do it with pretty words or clear messages. So, take a deep breath and prepare to look beyond the obvious. Are you ready to discover the signs your soul already knows, but your mind has yet to accept? Let's begin with dreams. Yes, those strange journeys you take every night when you close your eyes. Jung viewed dreams as the main gateway to the unconscious, a place where your psyche shows you what's happening beneath the surface. Have you ever dreamed about the person who's been on your mind? I'm not talking about just any dream, but one that leaves you with a strange feeling when you wake up, as if you were truly with them. Maybe you were talking, laughing, or even arguing, but when you opened your eyes, you felt like something from that dream stayed with you. Has this happened to you? According to Jung, these dreams aren't just random fantasies, they're messages. When someone misses you, their energy can infiltrate your dreams. It's not that they're literally projecting themselves into your mind, although Jung didn't completely dismiss this idea, due to his concept of the collective unconscious. But your psyche is picking up on an echo of what they feel. Ask yourself, what were you feeling in that dream? Was it warmth, nostalgia, or perhaps a little sadness? These emotions are not accidental. They are clues. If you keep dreaming about someone, especially if you haven't spoken to them in a long time, your unconscious mind might be telling you, hey, there's something here that you're not seeing. So the next time you wake up with that person's name on your mind, don't ignore it. Write it down, reflect, and ask yourself, what is my soul trying to tell me? But not everything happens in dreams. Sometimes the signs arrive when you're fully awake. Have you ever been doing something completely normal, washing dishes, walking down the street, and suddenly felt a chill, a knot in your stomach, or a thought like, "What are they doing now?" It's not just your imagination playing tricks on you. Jung would say this is your intuition, your inner compass picking up on things your conscious mind cannot process. And when someone misses you, that person's unconscious emits a sort of call that yours can intercept, like two radio stations tuning into the same frequency. Pause for a moment. Think about the last time you had one of these moments. Where were you? What were you doing? Who came to your mind? Because this isn't a guessing game. It's your psyche giving you a hint. And here's the detail. It's not always a pleasant sensation. Sometimes when someone misses you, you might feel a whirlwind of emotions, joy, anxiety, or even anger, because the unconscious doesn't filter emotions like your rational mind does. So if you feel this emotional turmoil without any clear reason, don't discard it. It could be the soul of someone reaching out to you. Now let's talk about something Jung called projection. This is key, so pay attention. According to him, what we feel for others is often a reflection of what we carry inside ourselves. If you miss someone, if you feel that emptiness when you think about them, don't you think they might be feeling the same about you? Imagine this. You're sitting there, remembering a happy moment with this person, maybe a laugh you shared, or an embrace you didn't want to end, and suddenly nostalgia hits you. What if, in that exact moment, they're feeling the same way? Jung would say this is a dance between two unconscious minds that recognize each other, even if words never reach them. Let me ask you a direct question. Do you miss this person who's on your mind? Be honest with yourself, because if the answer is yes, there's a good chance that the feeling is mutual. I'm not saying it's always like this. We'll talk about how to confirm it later. But Jung teaches us that our emotions aren't one-sided. They are part of a connected system, an invisible exchange that happens all the time. So if you feel that emptiness, if your heart tightens when you think of them, it could be a sign that their heart is doing the same. But wait, this isn't just about vague feelings and strange dreams. There are more concrete signs, and Jung gives us the tools to recognize them. For example, have you ever noticed that the name of this person keeps popping up in the most unexpected places? Maybe you're watching a movie and a character says something that reminds you of them. Or you hear a song that you used to sing together, and suddenly it feels like the universe is winking at you. This is synchronicity, my friend. Jung described it as meaningful coincidences, events that seem random but carry a deeper purpose. When someone misses you, the universe sometimes conspires to place these clues in your path. Let's do a quick exercise. Think back over the last 2 weeks. How many times have you encountered something that made you think of this person? A phrase, a smell, a place. Count those instances in your head. If they're more than you expected, it's not just your mind playing tricks on you. It's the collective unconscious, this invisible network that Jung said connects all of humanity, bringing messages to you. And yes, it may sound mystical, but Jung wasn't a charlatan. He was a scientist of the soul, someone who spent his life exploring these connections. It's not always pleasant to know that someone misses you. Sometimes, the person who has you on their mind isn't someone you want near. It could be an ex who hurt you or a friend who betrayed you, and still, you feel that energy, that presence that you can't shake off. What do you do with that? Jung would say it's not just about them, it's about you. This feeling is an invitation to look at your shadow, the part of you that holds fears, wounds, and things you'd rather not see. Because when someone misses you, they're not only sending their energy to you, they're touching something inside you that needs attention. Think about it. If this person misses you and you notice it, but don't want them in your life, what does that say about you? Are you holding on to something that no longer serves you? Or maybe there's a part of you that needs healing before you can let go of this invisible thread? Jung invites us to not just search for signs, but to use them for growth, to love ourselves more, and to protect our energy. Your peace, happiness, and self-love are sacred, and no not even someone who silently misses you, has the right to take that away from you. In this second part, we've explored dreams, intuition, projection, and synchronicity as ways to know if someone misses you. But we're not done yet. In the next session, we'll take it a step further. How to differentiate if this feeling of missing you is real or just an echo of your own desires, and what to do with this information. Things are getting intense, right? Don't go anywhere, because what's coming next will give you clarity like never before. Here we are again, and now that you have the first tools from Jung in your hands, it's time to focus. Because it's not enough just to feel that someone misses you. You want to be sure, right? You want to know if that chill in your chest, that dream that won't leave your mind, is real or just a trick of your mind. So take a deep breath, because in this third part, we'll separate truth from illusion, and I promise you that by the end, you'll have clarity you never expected. Ready to go deeper with Jung? First, let's talk about something that might be a little uncomfortable. What if it's you who's projecting? You see, Jung warned us that the unconscious doesn't always play fair. Sometimes when we miss someone or wish they were thinking of us, our psyche might create a story that's not entirely real. It's like looking at a mirage in the desert. You want it to be water, but it's just sand. So ask yourself, am I feeling this person's presence because they truly miss me, or because I want them to? Be honest with yourself. There's no judgment here, only truth. Pause for a second and think about that person again. What do you feel when you imagine them missing you? Is it a warm joy, or does it carry a touch of anxiety, of desperate hope? Because Jung would say that your emotions are the key. If what you're feeling is mixed with fear or need, I hope they miss me, because then I know something's there. You might be projecting your own insecurities. But if it's a calm feeling, almost a certainty that doesn't need an explanation, then it's more likely that you're picking up something real. What you feel matters. Take a moment to listen to yourself, because this is important. Now let's say it's not just projection. How do you confirm if someone really misses you, even without saying it? One of the most powerful signs, according to Jung, lies in patterns. The unconscious loves patterns. It's like its favorite language. Have you ever noticed that this person shows up in your life in unexpected but consistent ways? Maybe they don't message you, but a mutual friend mentions their name for no apparent reason. Or you're in a place where you used to hang out together, and on that very day you feel their presence stronger than ever. This isn't a coincidence. It's the unconscious minds of both of you weaving a thread. Let me give you an example. Imagine you have an ex who hasn't spoken to you in months. Suddenly you start dreaming about them, or you hear their favorite song on the radio, and one day, without even looking for it, you see something on social media that makes you think, that's so them. Coincidence? Jung would say no. When someone misses you, their unconscious finds ways to speak to you through the outer world. They don't need to say a word. Their soul is screaming, and your psyche is hearing it. Has this happened to you recently? Reflect on that, because patterns don't lie. But here's a warning. Not everyone who misses you deserves your attention. And this is where self-love comes into play. Jung didn't just want us to understand others. He wanted us to protect ourselves. Imagine that you feel someone misses you. The dreams, the signs, everything matches. But this person hurt you in the past. What do? Do you chase after them because at least they miss you? No, my friend. Jung would say that's your shadow speaking. That part of you seeking external validation rather than internal love. Think of it this way. Your energy is a treasure. Every time you let someone into your life, you're sharing that treasure with them. If they miss you, but don't respect or value you, or if they drain your energy, is it worth opening that door? Jung teaches us that relationships should reflect our authenticity, not be a burden that keeps us from it. So if you feel someone misses you, ask yourself, are they missing who I truly am, or are they missing what they want me to be? There's a huge difference, and your inner peace depends on recognizing that. Let's pause here. I want you to do something with me. Imagine that the person on your mind is standing right in front of you now. Close your eyes if you can, or just visualize it. What would you say if you knew they missed you? Would you welcome them, or would you set a boundary? Feel that response in your body, because your intuition doesn't lie. Jung believed the body is a messenger of the unconscious, and if you feel tension or relief imagining this conversation, it's telling you something. What did you feel? Keep that in mind, because we'll use it later. Now let's talk about another signal: emotional chaos. Have you ever had days where you felt like you were on a roller coaster for no apparent reason? One minute you're fine, and the next you're feeling sadness, nostalgia, or even anger, and you don't know why. Jung would say this might be the unconscious energy of another person seeping into yours. When someone misses you deeply, their energy doesn't always arrive like a warm hug. Sometimes it comes as a whirlwind, because they themselves are carrying their own emotions. And if you're connected to them, you'll feel that echo. Think about it. Have you had one of those strange days recently? A day when your emotions seemed out of place? Now, connect the dots. Did this coincide with a thought about this person? Because if so, you're not crazy. You're tuning into something real. But here's the trick. You can't get stuck in that. Jung encourages us to face these emotions, to ask ourselves what they're showing us, what we need to heal within ourselves. Because even if someone misses you, your job is not to carry their emotional storm. Your job is to keep your own light shining. And speaking of light, here's another clue. People who miss you sometimes leave breadcrumbs without realizing it. Jung didn't exactly call it this, but it fits with the idea of how the unconscious leaks into the conscious world. Maybe this person doesn't text you directly, but they post something on social media that seems like a coded message, a phrase that you know would be meant for you, a photo that revives a shared memory. Or perhaps they say nothing, but their silence speaks louder than words. Have you noticed anything like that? The unconscious is not always subtle. You just need to learn to read it. This becomes even more interesting. Jung believed in the collective unconscious, a sort of shared mind we all have. And sometimes when someone misses you, you don't just feel their energy. You feel how that absence resonates in the world around you. For example, have you ever had conversations with other people where they mention this person? Or maybe a friend says something like, "Today I thought of someone," and you immediately think of them? That's the collective unconscious working its magic, connecting the dots for you. So in this third part, we talked about how to differentiate projection from reality, about emotional chaos, patterns, and the breadcrumbs the unconscious leaves. But there's still one crucial piece missing. What do you do with all this? In the next session, we'll wrap up this journey with a moment of clarity and a call to love yourself above all else. Don't leave yet, because what's coming is the heart of this message, and it will give you strength you didn't know you had. Now we've reached the end of this journey, and if you've stayed with me until now, you've got a map in your hands. A map Carl Jung drew for you to discover, not just if someone misses you without saying it, but also how to use that truth to transform yourself. Because this is not just about them, it's about you, your power, your light. So take a deep breath, because now we're going to pull all the pieces together and give you the push you need to take action. Ready to close this circle with strength? Let's recap for a moment. We talked about the dreams that wake you up with a knot in your chest, the intuition you can't ignore, the synchronicities the universe places in your path. We explored how the unconscious of someone who misses you can touch yours, how patterns and emotional chaos give you clues, and how to tell if it's real or just an echo of your own desires. But here's the question that changes everything. What do you do with this now? Because knowing that someone misses you is not the end of the road. It's the beginning of a decision. Imagine that you have all the signs. The dreams are there. The synchronicities don't lie. And your intuition tells you that this person has you on their mind, even with their lips closed. Now Jung would say, this is the moment to look at your shadow. Yes, that part of you that sometimes prefers to hide your fears, your wounds, your need to be loved. Because if you feel someone misses you and that excites you, but also scares you, there's something inside you that needs attention. Ask yourself, am I seeking something from them that I should be giving to myself? Pause here with me. I want you to feel that in your body. Imagine that this person misses you, but you are complete, strong, at peace with yourself. How does that make you feel? Relief, power, or maybe a little sadness because you're not quite there yet? Because Jung teaches us that true love, whether for others or ourselves, doesn't come from lack. It comes from fullness. If someone misses you and you are at peace with yourself, that connection can be beautiful. But if you rely on the nostalgia of this person to feel valuable, you're handing over your power. So here's the most important message of all. If self-love is your compass, it doesn't matter if this person misses you with all their heart. If they don't elevate you, if they don't respect your essence, if they don't walk beside you as equals, then their longing for you isn't enough. Jung believed that relationships should reflect our authenticity, not be a weight that keeps us from it. Let's create a space where we can be ourselves without masks. So if you feel like someone misses you, ask yourself, are they missing my light, or are they missing what I am supposed to be for them? Because you deserve more than just being the echo of someone else. Let's talk about relationships for a moment. Have you ever been with someone who made you feel small? Maybe they didn't say it with words, but their actions dimmed your light and made you doubt yourself. Yet, when they left, you felt like they missed you. What did you do with that feeling? Did you run back, hoping their longing meant love? Jung would say, this is the moment to pause, because true love doesn't drain you. It inspires you. And if someone misses you, but doesn't value you, their feeling is more about them than it is about you. Think of your life like a garden. You decide which plants grow and which ones you pull out by the roots. If someone misses you, but their presence in your life is like a weed suffocating you, you have the power to say no. When you do that, something magical happens. Your energy shifts. You start attracting people who truly see you, who celebrate you, who not only miss you in silence, but actively seek you with respect, love, and genuine care. Isn't that what you deserve? Now here's the final touch from Jung. Synchronicity doesn't just show you who misses you, it shows you who you are. Every time you feel these signs, every time the universe places this person in your path, it's an invitation to reconnect with yourself. Maybe the longing you feel isn't just theirs. Maybe it's yours too. A call to return to your essence. Those dreams you left behind, that version of you who shines without asking for permission. What part of you have you been missing? Because Jung would say, this is the true secret. It's not just about them, but what they awaken in you. Let's do one final exercise. Close your eyes for a second, or just imagine with me. Visualize this person you think misses you now. Imagine you're looking at yourself in a mirror next to them. What do you see? Are you smiling, or is there a shadow in your eyes? If you see yourself happy, strong, and whole, maybe this connection is worth exploring. But if you see yourself dimmed, insecure, sacrificing pieces of yourself, then it's time to let go. Feel that decision in your heart, because you have the power to choose. And speaking of choosing, here's my call to action for you. This video, or message, is not just for you to hear and move on with your day. It's for you to take action. If everything I said resonated with you, if you felt a yes inside you as I spoke, do something with it. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it, a friend, a family member, someone searching for answers just like you. Because when you share this, you don't just help others, you spread this knowledge farther. More souls will receive it. Leave a comment below and tell me what impacted you the most. Was it the dreams, the synchronicity, or maybe the truth about self-love? Let me know who you think misses you and what you're going to do about it. Your words inspire not just me, but everyone who reads them, this community we're building together. And if you haven't already, write it now. Activate the bell because every week I bring more of this. Truths that wake you up, make you question everything, and empower you. Before you go, let me share something personal. Making this video wasn't just about a script for me. It was a reminder of my own journey. There was a time when I too was seeking signs, asking if anyone missed me, wondering if I was worth it. And thanks to Jung, I realized that the answer wasn't out there. It was inside me. And now, I pass that torch to you. You have the power to decide who deserves your energy, your time, your love. So tell me, do you dare to listen to your truth? Do you dare to let go of what doesn't elevate you and embrace what does? Thank you for being here, for being a part of this. I'll see you in the next video because this isn't the end. It's the beginning of something great. Remember, change starts with you, and I'll be here to support you every step of the way. See you soon.